right now, as we're speaking, you haven't taken Cody's soul yet. Now, what makes you think that you can finish the job?
Because I've got what matters most to him, the WWE Championship. No matter what he has in this world, this thing was the most important thing to him. And as time goes by, he's going to slowly start slipping mentally. Eventually, he's going to go crazy. And then I'm going to slip in and take his soul and kick him out the door and say congratulations on a great career.
This is TMZ's Inside the Ring.
Welcome to TMZ's Inside the Ring. I'm Branson Quirke.
And I'm CJ Perry.
Today we have, I think, our biggest guest ever.
Yep.
Ever.
We have WWE World Champion today. I'm so nervous. I'm literally sweating. I think my lip is sweating right now.
Yeah.
I feel I'm more nervous than going out and cutting promos on Monday Night Raw.
You told me that. And how is that even possible?
I don't know. I woke up
Like 30,000 people versus 2 people in here.
I don't know. I don't know why. And then on top of it, I went to bed at 11 p.m. last night and I started waking up every single hour because I didn't want to miss my alarm.
Same here. I woke up every couple hours, so nervous. Same thing with Gunther the night before. Same exact thing. We have the face of WWE, the new face of WWE, Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
He is joining us and he's going to answer all of our crazy questions that we talked about last night.
Yes.
And I'm really excited to see what he says.
I'm super excited too. And we talked about this. Like, we wanted him to become champion.
We
2 weeks ago.
You called it. And it happened. I wonder if they saw that and made the decision.
I think that's why.
Based off of you. Right.
Yeah. All TMZ podcast right here. Professor Perry in the house.
All right. Well, Drew McIntyre is in the house. We're very excited to have you here. I mean, just coming off this massive win, this championship, it's incredible for the fans to see. I mean, you've won the championship 3 times now, 2020, 2021, and this time finally in front of a live crowd, and it was electric when it happened. I just wanted to ask you, first off, how did it feel to do that in front of a live crowd for the first time?
Amazing. It felt absolutely unbelievable. I think a lot of people had got to the point where they thought Drew McIntyre wasn't going to be world champion ever again and was never going to hold the title in front of a live crowd. Was the amount of times I've been screwed over the past few years. But I always believed I just needed the right opportunity, and Shakespeare couldn't have written it any better the way it all went down. I beat Cody Rhodes, the face of the company, in Berlin, which makes me the new face of the company. And my first title defense the next night was in Glasgow, Scotland, where it all began, where I first started wrestling at 15 years old. And I was able to walk out there with the WWE Championship and fulfill the promise I made many years ago, where I told everybody back home in Scotland, I'm going to return one day champion with the championship belt.
Wow. It's really cool because I remember when you won during COVID and what a difference it was this time versus during COVID. And during COVID, I remember thinking your story was such an underdog story that you came up and defied all odds. And we were both hoping, literally a couple of weeks ago, just talking about, will you take the championship now? Will you get that moment now with the fans going crazy? So the payoff was incredible. Do you feel that your social media really blowing up on social media? You've completely in the last couple of years. Do you feel like that your focus on social media and on Twitter and really focusing on marketing in that place has played a big part in your success in becoming champion this time?
I think everything counts for sure. The character itself, timing, your ability in the ring, your ability on the microphone, your ability to connect with fans. But at the same time, we live in the world where social media is so gigantic. And if you're not using it to its potential, then, try to put this nicely, you're an idiot. So I have a lot of fun on social media. I basically am just myself. I run my mouth. I talk trash on everybody. The leash is off. When I first won the title during the pandemic, I felt like I'd reached my full form. And I was basically, a version of myself with the volume turned up slightly, but I was still holding back a bit because I'm a bit of a crap talker. You've been with me in private situations, CJ, especially when alcohol's been involved, and I will run my mouth if it comes to it. And now, like, the reins are off. I've been running my mouth nonstop for years. Sometimes get my wrist slapped for it backstage. I'll say whatever I want on social media, but I don't care because my job is very simple: entertain the fans. And as long as the fans are entertained, then I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
So one example I can think of that blew up on social media, you slept with the title that night and posted a picture of it. Did you plan on doing that this entire time? What did it feel like waking up next to that belt?
We're pretty cool. Since the wife wasn't there, I was a little lonely in the bed. And it was my buddy actually. I had the idea come from Messi, the biggest Instagram post of all time. And that's where the idea came from. And a few athletes have replicated it since. And I wanted to be one of the athletes who did it. He suggested it to me. I said, that's absolutely perfect. It suits me. It suits the character perfect. I gave it a good old wash first because I don't want Cody's dirty little germs on me to give me anything. But then I slept with it. And I woke up with it because I did wait. I think it's been a very long tour. I've been on the road for more weeks than I can count at this point. I got home for 12 hours, but it's been absolutely worth it. I actually woke up and thought it was a dream for a second. I looked beside me and I legitimately slept with it. So that wasn't a bit. I really did sleep with the title.
Wow. That's amazing. I want to talk to you a little bit about this rivalry between you and Cody, just how personal it really got. A lot of fans were shocked with how over the line that it went. The line that you crossed, bringing his dad, Dusty, into that story. Tell me, did you ever feel like, maybe you went a little too far?
No, I honestly don't believe there's such a thing as too far these days. I'm willing to take it as well as willing to give it out. And a lot of people, might take some of the stuff I say, get offended, and maybe run and cry to management. Cody's not one of those people. I'll give him credit where credit is due. He'll take punches literally in the ring. He does some crazy stuff. He jumped off a balcony on top of me, puts his body in the line all the time. But he's also got pretty thick skin. And he'll take a verbal lashing and he will give it right back. So now, as far as I'm concerned, there is no limit. And I'm going to keep pushing the boundaries. If you think I've been bad before I won the title, just wait. Wait.
Wow.
People are going to try and cancel me for some of the stuff I probably say. I don't care. I'm the champ. You can't cancel the champ.
Yep.
He's right. He's the face.
I love it. I love a good heel and a good bad guy. So you're thriving and it's very enjoyable to watch. What legacy do you think you're leaving that you're the only man that has won TNA, NXT, and WWE championships?
It's pretty cool hearing some of the records, like that one there. Social media have been telling me all kinds of records. God, there's a couple I'm probably forgetting off the top of my head. My biggest one is I'm the first and only ever Scottish and British WWE champion of all time. Like people like the British Bulldog, William Regal, Wade Barrett, and some of the greats from Britain and the UK in general. I have never won the world title. I've been lucky to win it 4 times.
Wow.
That's the biggest one to me. And, winning all those championships you just mentioned is very, very surreal. And for me, like, the way I'd like to be remembered aside, hey, won a bunch of titles is, Drew was somebody that stepped up when wrestling really needed him, be it during COVID, when we needed someone to step up and be WWE champion, I sacrificed my moment. And was happy to do so because the world needed that escape, needed someone to kind of lead the charge. And I was happy to be that charge. Or even prior to that, when I got released from WWE and independent wrestling was on the rise, I needed a face to kind of lead the charge. And I was very happy to step up and be the face of that rise of independent wrestling, which led to the boom period in 2014 to 2017. And the person that was willing to step up and take down Cody Rhodes finally, because we thought he was going to be champion for the rest of time. I was like, God, somebody take down Cody. We need a change. We need a change at the top. Somebody be a hero. And I was that hero. So I was always there when wrestling needed me.
So you're going to have to put that title on the line for the first time at the Royal Rumble on January 31st. Now, tomorrow night, Saturday night's main event, 4 guys believe that they can take that title away from you. Randy Orton, Damian Priest, Trick Williams, and Sami Zayn. What's your mindset knowing that it might be one of those names? And are you going to be watching tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely going to be watching. So I'm in Montreal right now, and chances are I'm going to get snowed in here against my will. So I'll definitely be watching. Maybe I'll watch in person. There's Nashville, and I guess most of the East Coast are about to get hit with a snowstorm. So I think I'll be spending some time here before we head to Saudi Arabia on Monday. But good luck to the guys. I honestly don't care who wins. I've got history with everyone in there except Trick Williams. He's a new up-and-comer. I won this title on the start of the year on the road to WrestleMania. Nobody saw this coming. That's the great thing about WWE. You never know what's going to happen. We're so unpredictable. And everybody expected Cody, I think, to hold the title to WrestleMania. There's a new champion right now, and I assure you I'm going to remain champion right through WrestleMania. And good luck to each and every one of them. I don't care. I don't care who wins, because I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you in Riyadh.
Yes. It's watching you crush people every week, and your just amazing look has both been mine and Branson's favorite conversation pretty much every week on the podcast.
Talk about it all the time.
We talk about it all the time.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we were very thrilled to see you win. But I was wondering, in this time, British and Irish wrestling has always been a very big part of wrestling and influence in WWE. Why do you think right now it's more entrenched in the WWE than ever?
One, there's just so many talented people now. I was the first ever Scotsman signed directly from Scotland to WWE, which is pretty crazy. That was in 2007. And over the years, we've just seen more and more, not just Brits and Irish, but a lot more Scottish people. And it's interesting, there's been as many girls, if not more Scottish girls than there's been Scottish guys. And we only have like less than 6 million people in our whole country. Like England has 65 million people in their country. We just have so many talented people. But right now in WWE, if you look across the board, there's so many different people from so many different countries. The representation is incredible. And it's not just for the sake of representation. Like if you don't belong on the show, you don't get on the show. Everybody's just that good right now. Wrestling's that big right now. WWE's that big right now. And a lot of people have been working real hard for a lot of years to get the chance to be part of the company.
You had an amazing indie run when you left WWE and then obviously came back. Someone I can think of that had a similar journey that you did was Matt Cardona, and now he's back in the WWE. Now, again, you both had similar journeys. What's it like seeing Matt Cardona also make his way back to the big leagues?
I'm buzzing for Matt. He really, took the ball and ran with it. And when he got released, he hit the ground running. Like myself, before I wrote my book, My Chosen Destiny, available now, I was under the impression that I just left and hit the ground running myself, and we all went perfectly to plan. But my wife reminded me, no, I was a little worried, a little scared. And it took a while faking it till I made it and became the guy outside the company. And I carved my niche outside the company of who I was and kind of made it on my own and hopefully lifted everyone up around me, but they lifted me up at the same time. And then you had someone like Cody, who I give credit where credit is due. He also had a very similar journey. He followed my blueprint and then he put his own spin on it. And with a few of the talented guys I was working with outside the company, had some great success. And then Matt, he went to the true independent level. I've said this to him himself. He's very proud of it. The Carney level. I was never good at selling merchandise and hawking T-shirts. And if I went to somewhere like PWG in Los Angeles, all the guys would go ringside, sell their T-shirts. It was kind of the hottest independent promotion in the world. I was the one wrestler who wouldn't go ringside. You weren't allowed to talk to me, so that I felt different. But also, I just wasn't good at all the Carney stuff and the merchandise stuff. He maximized it. He made the most of his time. He made his name even bigger outside of the company, like myself and like Cody. And now he's getting the chance to come back. And the only thing I don't like is he keeps talking about the world title. If you ain't getting it, mate, it's mine. So congratulations coming back. I'm proud of you. But sometimes there is a ceiling. And when Drew McIntyre's the champion, you don't get past it. You don't get to climb the mountain, because I am the freaking mountain.
He's right. So right.
You're so inspiring. I remember when you got released in 2014, and I had just debuted on the main roster. And I remember those 3 years of you leaving and vividly coming back and making such an impact. What advice do you would give people that either leave or coming up through the indies, trying to make a name of themselves?
A lot of people do come and ask advice, and I'm always happy to help and give my opinion, because I believe that the actual thing in NXT when they get released is kind of look at what Drew did. My brother coined to do a Drew. You became a verb to do a Drew, and people do ask my opinion on that, and I'm always happy to tell everybody, anyone outside the company. There's like a expression I remember from The Rock's book I read when I was a kid. Like, all it takes is all you got. Like, no excuses. You just got to work hard, got to be accountable to the person in the mirror. Oh, my light turned off. Hopefully you can still see me. You got to be you got to be accountable to one person only, the person in the mirror. Use social media to your advantage, but don't live and die by it, because there's a lot of negativity on there. The only person you need to listen to at the end of the day is yourself. Did I give it my all today? Did I leave no stone unturned? And what's going to separate me from everybody right now? Because there's so many talented people out there right now. What's going to make you different? And not everybody has to be like me, like 6'5", 280 pounds. I've also got 25 years experience and all the lessons I've learned on top of that. So what's going to separate you from the pack? You can try and be, the most athletic guy. You can try and do a bunch of flips, etc. And maybe that's your forte. But one injury and you're done. But you have to ask yourself, are you as good as like a Will Ospreay, for example, or a Dragon Lee, for example? The chances are probably not. So you got to figure out what's going to separate you, what character is going to connect with the audience. And that's what's going to get you to the next level. When you give it all you've got, you're honest with yourself, and you figure out what's going to make you stand out, no matter what shape or size you are.
Right.
Drew, a lot of the fans...
Get in the gym. Get in the gym, though.
True.
Don't be a lazy biatch. You'll have me breathing down your throat.
That's me right now.
It's true. It's so true. That's... Honestly, again, what we talk about all the time, why you stand out. You're literally a real life superhero out there.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
Agreed. Drew, a lot of the fans want to know, right now, as we're speaking, you haven't taken Cody's soul yet. You said you're going to. It's going to happen very soon. But a lot of people are comparing you saying that to the final boss saying that he wanted to take Cody Rhodes' soul. Now, what makes you think that you can finish the job?
Because I've got what matters most to him, the WWE Championship. No matter what he has in this world, this thing was the most important thing to him. And as time goes by, he's going to slowly start slipping mentally. Eventually, he's going to go crazy. And then I'm going to slip in and take his soul and kick him out the door and say congratulations on a great career. It's a big moment for Cody. He lost everything and he's going to dig deep, and can he fight his way up? I don't know if y'all seen, the Batman movie with Bane in there. I can't remember specifically what the name of it was.
Oh yeah. Bane.
When Bane broke Batman and he had to kind of go down to the depths and find himself and rise back up to take down Bane. It's going to be like that, I believe. I believe Cody will give it his all. He will fight back up so he can fight Drew McIntyre once again. So inspiring. Then I'll beat him again and take his soul.
What does a day in the life look like for you on an off day? On a Wednesday?
What's that?
Like on a Wednesday. Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know off day.
You never have an off day.
If I'm actually at home in Nashville, which, I'd say we've been on the road for a while, and it's been so exciting. I've traveled more countries, as I say, I could possibly remember, and getting to raise the title in many, many different countries has been awesome. I got my 12 hours home, and I say we'll probably be snowed in here and head straight to Saudi, but it's all part of the job. It's how I've grown up. I don't know any different. I feel very fortunate to do it. But when I get back to Nashville, I'll be excited just to sit on the couch with the missus and the cats. And anytime I'm gone for longer than 2 weeks, she collects another stray cat. So I got to stop being gone for so long, or I'm going to end up with 50 cats. Like I got to meet the new one just there. She rescued one from the drain about a month ago that the whole neighborhood were feeding. He lived in a storm drain. He weighed about 15 pounds. He's a well-fed street cat. And she brought him in the house. Apparently I was going to get to name him. I wanted to name him Pennywise, since he lived in the drain, but
That's great.
She didn't go for it. And then she said no. So I went for one of the turtles' names. I was like, what about, Donatello, Big Don? And didn't go for that. So his name became Jasper. I didn't get to choose that. And I was okay. She just rescued a girl cat. It was outside one of our neighbors freezing to death, in that cold Nashville is right now, CJ. So she rescued a little orange girl cat. And I'm like, I'm going to name this one. I'm definitely going to name this one. I got a bunch of names. And then I'm sure as soon as I get home, she'll already have an name picked.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, are you saying Drew McIntyre is a cat person over a dog person?
Well, both are awesome. Anytime anybody says, I don't like cats, I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you?
I agree.
You don't like
He's so right.
something that's just full of love. It's just like dog. Like, I love dogs. I love cats. I love all animals. Like, what a horrible person would say that. Anyone says I don't like cats generally has had a bad experience when they were a kid. And the way I kind of look at it is like, I love both. Dogs, great. They give that love out for free. They just rub up on everybody. And we all love a bit of that,
Yeah.
But eventually you got to grow up and have a real relationship. That's what a cat is. When you're ready to grow up and have a partner, because a cat, you have to earn their trust.
Yes,
and eventually,
right.
once they choose you, they'll, like my cats will run away from everybody except me. my wife, and
You have to
occasionally
fight for their love. You fight for their love.
Yeah, I mean, once you earn it, you don't even have to fight for it. I come home, sometimes Chaz is annoyed with me, and because I'm gone for a couple of weeks, but then he'll come around. But yeah, you feel like you've truly earned it. It feels like a good relationship. And again, nothing wrong with those hoe dogs. We all love it. But eventually, you got to grow up and get yourself a partner like a cat.
Kind of like Stone Cold with Poncho and Mantra.
I had the same conversation with him on his podcast.
Oh, you did?
At the time, he said cats or dogs. I gave the exact same speech, and he was like, more like with his dogs, but nothing against cats. And now he's obsessed with cats and his dogs because they're both awesome.
How many cats do you have?
4 now.
Oh my
Just keeps
God.
adding. They're like Pokemon. She just keeps collecting them.
Oh, well, Sheamus has 6 dogs right now, I think. I can't even keep track of the amount of dogs he has. So you guys are going to have a competition of who gets more cats or dogs.
Yeah, I don't know. He's out right now with an injury, so I imagine he's collecting a couple more.
Yeah. I want to ask you a little bit about the fan reaction, just like being at the airport, being out in public, because I was at John Cena's final match and I saw Gunther walk out of the building after the big upset. And I mean, he didn't care at all. He said, I'm walking through the anger. Has there been any experiences you've had with fans a little bit right now where people are upset with you? Cody fans?
I mean, generally it's been fairly positive, but I've also been in Europe the whole time, and I'm obviously from that side of the world, so everybody's been very, very happy for me, and social media, I think, we're happy. Initially, maybe not some of as The Rock coined them, Cody crybabies, just because of the journey I've been on, but I appreciate those who've been with me the whole time. I said this on TV last week. If you've been on the bandwagon, you've been supporting me through the worst of times, then good. If you've not been with me, then get lost. I don't need you. I said I didn't need you then. I don't need you now. So keep enjoying the show. I can guarantee you one thing. It's not going to be Cody kissing babies and shaking hands. It's going to be dangerous and unpredictable with me as champion. There was one incident, actually, at a show last week. Somebody won a raffle to meet a superstar backstage, and they asked me to do it. And I said, are you sure? Cody is on the show. He's a big good guy. I'm kind of controversial in the middle guy. And they went, no, yeah, everyone wants to see you. And I was like, okay. And the guy came back and lunged at me and did say, that's Cody's title. Swung at me, and security had to get between us. And I calmed him down. We got a picture together, so we'll get a picture with the title. And he was really genuinely upset. It was great. But because I knew he was so legitimately upset, as soon as we took the picture, he started mouthing off again. So I stepped back, moved the security guard between us, and raised the title and just went, and then ran off like a child.
Wow. So that guy's probably banned from all future events, is my guess.
Oh, no, I want fans like that. Yeah.
Oh, really? You want them there?
Yeah, as long as you're passionate, you're making noise. There's nothing worse than somebody just sitting on their hands, not making noise whatsoever. When I'm out there, you'll either be...
Yeah.
Sorry, is he sitting his hands all the time? I will see him all the time. I'll mess him up if he's sitting there not making noise, because I see him at all these appearances. We've taken about 6,000 pictures together. So next time I tell him, so they better be making noise. I'll be telling him next time I see him. But yeah, as long as you're emotionally invested, that's all that matters. As long as sometimes there might be some people that got some free tickets, they might not be sure about WWE, and then they check out the show, they see the spectacle, they see the crowd investment, how they're into it they are, and they find themselves getting lost in it. And if they're not, eventually Drew McIntyre takes off his kilt and they get very excited.
What was the moment like when you first walked backstage with the title on that first moment?
It was pretty cool. Again, just trying to take it in, believing it was real. And everybody's right there. And there's a couple of interviews that had to be done right away. Nikki Cross and Albert Fire were right there. A couple of fellow Scots to congratulate me. And there was a lot of congratulations going on. But there was also, Drew, we have to get this interview done right now. I believe it was Sports Center. So we had to just get on the ball right away. And it wasn't until everything calmed down that I got to really let it sit in. And the coolest moment, this is my cousin's favorite party, just by chance. My cousin, my uncle, and my friend came to Berlin the night before Glasgow just to see the show and hang out and catch up. And then they saw the title win. And then once everything had calmed down, I went to the room, got myself together, called the missus, and we went to catering where a lot of the talent are, and everyone kind of like stood up and clapped. That was probably the coolest moment for me. It's cool how the fans react positively, but when your peers kind of react in that kind of way, that's the most important thing.
Just not Cody. He wasn't clapping.
Oh no, he was probably on his jet crying.
Right.
If you had a magic wand, would you pick Sheamus to win the Intercontinental Championship or the Rangers to win the Scottish Premiership?
Oh, it's a tough one. I'm going to go with Rangers to win the title because what's he going to complain about?
Yeah.
It's going to be the biggest rib of all time. Just keep him fighting for that title for the next 20 years.
True.
He'll be wheeling himself to the ring in a wheelchair. It's like, I'm coming for that title, fella. I'll be Intercontinental Champion yet.
Yeah, Grand Slam champion. He wants to be. So funny. How much do you miss
He's going
him?
to win it eventually. Yeah, I miss him a lot. I haven't seen him in person for a very long time. We text all the time and talk on the phone when we can. He's one of the few people I talk to on the phone. It's like he is an old person, actually. I say that all the time. I said my elderly big brother, Sheamus. Like I talk to my wife on the phone. I talk to my dad on the phone. I think that's it. Because occasionally when he calls, I'm like, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You're a phone person. You like to talk. I like to talk on the phone. Whenever one of my guy friends call, I'm like, oh my God, who died? But he does like to talk on the phone, and hopefully we get a catch up soon.
Because I mean, you and Sheamus, you're known for hitting really hard. Sheamus especially. Who hits harder, you or Sheamus?
Me after he hits me. So he definitely hits harder, but then after he hits me, I hit him back harder.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Drew, is there anybody backstage? There's so many amazing prospects right now coming up from NXT, Obafemi, Trick Williams. I got to ask you, are there any people that you kind of see yourself in young Drew McIntyre a little bit?
Maybe coming up right now that I've at least got to see enough of. Maybe Trick. Like he's certainly got, the great look and the charisma and the ability, what I can see. It's just what you do when you get given the ball. Because I got given the ball to the highest level when I was younger, and I wasn't able to quite maximize it, and I had to take the long way around. So hopefully Trick takes that opportunity and absolutely smashes it. Basically what I'm saying is young, jacked, and handsome, just like I was, and he's going to get some opportunities.
Anything you want to say to your haters and doubters?
I keep hitting. I absolutely love it. I mean, there's just not as many. I wish I had more. So I'm going to keep running my mouth. Hopefully I offend more of you out there with some of the stuff that I say. Then keep coming at me, because unfortunately for you, the skin is too thick. I've been around too long. I've been through too much, and you'll never, ever out-talk me. I always say, like when people come in, you're a troll, you're just an internet troll. I was like, am I though? Don't I just out-talk you on the internet? Then I step from behind the keyboard. Then I out-talk them, your favorite wrestler on the microphone. And then I beat them up because I'm 6'5", 280. And if I wasn't married, I'd take your girl too. I'm not your average troll.
Drew, thank you for this. But I got to ask you one last question real quick. The Highlander reboot is coming up. You're cast in that. Can you tell us anything about the reboot?
I can't give many details except, hopefully exciting things are ahead.
Okay.
We're excited to see it.
All right. I'll take that. I want more, but I'll take that.
You're perfect for it. When I heard that you were in the movie, I was like, this is the most perfect casting. We're super excited. My household is super excited to watch you in it.
Thank you. I think I got asked at one point, can you do a Scottish accent? I was like,
oh my gosh. Drew, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex. Good to chat to y'all, and good to catch up, CJ, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you in the future.
Yeah. See you in Nashville.
Good. And we'll see you on SmackDown tonight. Make sure everybody tunes in tonight.
Yes.
SmackDown and Saturday night's main event tomorrow.
Yes.
Exciting time. Someone's going to get myself a challenger to smash at the Royal Rumble. Can't wait.
Excited.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you.
Good, guys.
Have
Bye-bye.
a good one. Bye.
Y'all too. Bye.